Hi, my name is Burbage, and this is my night presentation. I want to focus on some of my roots, what I've been focusing on in my courses, and where I hope to grow from here. A little bit about my background. I'm the son of two public servants. They both worked for the city of Charleston. It's actually how my parents met. Kind of hard to live up to my father, who they nicknamed him Danny Appleseed, planted that many trees. Early on in my career, I started with the city of Charleston in 2014, where I worked in tourism code enforcement, and then later as the tourism commission manager. I had the opportunity to work on helping to develop some of the early policies with tourism code enforcement. However, it's because of that I wanted to learn more about this process, which is why I decided to come and get my MPA at the College of Charleston. Early on, I had the opportunity to have lots of experiences in leadership. However, the classes that we took on leadership and foundations really gave me so much more insight that I was able to use in my day-to-day with my team, along with working with the Tourism Commission. It also allowed me the chance to help shape public policy in the way that we handled enforcement. We were the first to be able to take on tourism code enforcement, and so we were able to build it from the ground up. Which also led to my current position as the zoning code enforcement officer for the town of Somerville. I'm their first zoning code enforcement officer, and because of my experience with shaping the tourism code enforcement, and because of a paper I wrote for a class in Dr. Gordon's class, I was actually hired as the first zoning code enforcement officer for the town of Somerville, and helping to develop their program. One of the main things I've been focusing on in my time there and focusing on while here has been helping to shape their tree protection policies and their and how they handle those code enforcement cases. Before I arrived, these were the number of cases that they would have each year, and the number that they would complete each year. So I still have a long way to go. However, we've been working with the community and trying to get more information out there to hopefully help where we can. One of the things that really helped me with my independent study and working with and trying to determine all of this information with building code enforcement was the research methods class. I admittedly bit off way more than I could chew and decided to compare all of the data for every county in South Carolina for a 5-year period on their recycling rates. I definitely had invested stock in Tylenol. It was a bit more. However, although my hypothesis was completely wrong, that was still illuminating. I did find out that there was no correlation with the current South Carolina program's education on recycling versus them not having it. However, I hope maybe that will change. Another really fun, exciting, opportunity I had was during the public-private partnership class. I also had the opportunity, while I was with the city of Charleston, to work simultaneously on a partnership with the nonprofit, the Charleston Tour Association. We were working to turn a 600-page tome into an actual tour guide training manual. We were talking with and communicating with the industry. One of the things that we kept hearing was that there was not enough focus on anything other than white and male perspective. So we were working with the community and trying to offer more tour guide lectures, continue education towards that. Along that same line of communication and working within your community, one thing that I've recently had the opportunity to do was working with a family who has a very dangerous tree in their backyard, however has no funds to remove it. So we've been looking at different opportunities for funding to help them with that. I'm really excited, although I don't think I'll ever get used to meeting people I knew in high school. But it is really exciting to be working for my hometown and the town I was raised in, and trying to make it a better place. And it's been a pleasure working there so far. And thank you.